Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Birdhouse Sports Show. As always, this is Son.
This is Pops, and we got some latest news going on in college and in the NFL. Tonight, we're checking out the Commanders and the Packers. Right now, that game is going on. It seemed to start out to be a big defensive battle. Let's check it out.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we're gonna go ahead and immediately talk about our predictions about this game. Still early on, but definitely, man, this is a game that's going to be huge tonight. With these two teams, they're both 1-0. Let's go ahead and get it going and get it started. As always, we're going to bring it to y'all real. We got to talk about these two teams, especially for my Eagles, man. We don't know who we're going to be battling when it comes to the playoffs, but definitely you got Washington Commanders. Of course, they got their great quarterback that's handling business. They're 1-0 right now. They're actually playing Green Bay at home. Oh man, Love. They got Michael Parsons just came in the building, and right now they're really trying to show who's on top of the NFC East. Right, everyone's coming for my Eagles, baby. Don't forget that everyone's coming for us, and we're trying to see who's going to be the other team that's going to give us some problems. So this is a great game. Hopefully, you guys are tuning into this one. Right now, I don't know. Before I get my predictions, Pops, how you feel about this game?
Well, I'm checking because Daniels is a bad boy. But here it
Yeah.
go. They got Parsons over there in Green Bay, and that love is being shown because everybody's jumping like they just got on the team, and everybody's playing wild, aggressive, and free spirited. So
Right.
happy to have his energy on the team. Dallas messed up with this one. Really, that pride killed this situation, but Green Bay is
Yeah.
the benefit of it. So
Right.
I truly believe, if Daniel could show something and beat the Packers, I'm not sure that's going to happen. But with that Green Bay spirit that Parsons brought to the team, he's number one jersey. He's number one for real. He's a killer. We still gonna bust him up when he see us, the Ravens.
Right.
He's
Right.
a
Right.
team that's let's not get that twisted.
Right.
But
Right.
let me
Right.
just they looking pretty good. I'm checking it out. Ain't nobody really moving nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing. Still zip and everything. So it's a game to see how it
Right.
go in the later quarters.
Right, right, absolutely. Just to get some more insights to this game, right? So the Packers are slightly favored at home, obviously. Better line is close. Spread is about 3 points. You do have some key injuries,
Oh,
right? So yeah, so, you do have some key injuries. You have Green Bay's key players. You have right tackle Zach Tom, left guard Aaron Banks are ruled out. That could affect the game, and as far as the run protection and different things like that. But on the other side, you have Jaden Daniels, right, who has been a big buzz. And he this is when he really shines. He loves the big moments, as you already know. Heisman winner. This guy is no joke with slinging that rock. Other important news. Now there has been a lot of talk about the offensive line of Green Bay, but honestly, I watched Week 1. They look pretty solid. And then as far as the biggest things is the great thing about having Michael Parsons, you bring in that extra pressure that Jaden Daniels has to actually account for. And it can make it, you can actually have, if you have a solid 4 rush coming at Jaden Daniels and you can get a nice solid coverage in the backfield, you can make things difficult for Washington to get things going. So I think this is going to be a great game. I am still going to take the bet in favor at Green Bay at home. I just think this is a team that's just destined to do some great things this season. I think ever since Michael Parsons joined the team, this team is like feeling themselves right now. They're like, yo, we got it. This is Super Bowl bound or bust. So, we'll see. My team ain't worrying about them when we see them, but at the end of the day, I think Green Bay going to get this victory.
well, I'm not going to agree with no Eagle. So I'm going to take the upset with Washington Commanders
Man.
and see what they could do because me agreeing, we already sharing the Birdhouse. I'm not going to agree on the picks, baby. So
All
we're going to
right.
take the
All right.
Commanders tonight. And I say the game points 28-23 Commanders. 28-23 Commanders over the Green Bay Packers, even though Parsons probably going to get a couple of sacks out of the deal. I'm looking for the upset tonight.
Yeah, yeah. I think, yeah. I mean, Like I said, I'll put my score more like maybe 14-7. I don't know if it's going to be a high score game. Both defenses bring it. It might be a tough battle throughout the game. Right now, as you see, it's still 0-0. We'll see what comes out, but I still think they're going to edge out with a field goal victory. But yeah, that's going to be a great game. But man, this ain't the only.
Whoever wins is all right with me. But I know my son picked. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go opposite. Go Birds.
Hey. But I'm gonna tell you, that's not the only game. Another big game this weekend that everyone's staying tuned for. You already know, baby. It's gonna be a rematch of the Super Bowl when we dominated them Chiefs, baby. All right, you got Eagles going to play at Arrowhead this weekend. It is the rematch of the Super Bowl where our Eagles dominated, destroyed, just basically, just embarrassed them, showed them how we do it. Also, for those that haven't heard, our boy, I know he spit on Dak. He should have never did it. I get all of that. But at the end of the day, Jalen Carter is coming back. I think he has a lot to show his team as far as like, hey, he let them down week 1. I think this week he's going to show everyone he means business. You know what I mean? Hey, depending on how he performs, you never know how we may be willing to give him that big deal. So he has a lot to play for and a lot to prove. And just to put some details in here, right? Another thing is the Chiefs. They got injury problems, right? Xavier Worthy has a shoulder injury from week 1 after running into his tight end, right? There's also been a lot of criticism from Gronk. Gronk recently criticized the Chiefs' mentality, saying that they tend to fold under pressure, as we showed them in the Super Bowl, right? So the narrative is that the dynasty is dead. I believe it is. I believe we're going to dominate. I believe we're going to handle this game. I do want to see Jalen Hurts and Brown. I want to see Brown get involved. I want to see Smitty get involved. I want a little pass and run. I want a little bit of both. I know Jalen going to do what it takes to win, but we need a little bit more balance. I need my cornerback, Adoree Jackson, whoever's at corner, to hold it down. The Chiefs don't have a whole lot of firepower on the other side, and we're gonna go ahead and get this victory. I think by a big score. I'm predicting 31. I say 31-17. Eagles. Let's go, baby.
Okay, I like that. Of course you're gonna go with that.
Let's go, baby.
Birds, man.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
From this standpoint, I give Mahomes a lot of credit. He's still confident in his team, really showing ideal that he gonna turn it around from the last week, and I think he gonna do pretty good. And I say pretty good. The only reason I'm contradicting myself and gonna go with what my son say is because of the incident with Cowboys with Dak. My man got another shot of raking havoc, and
right.
he feeling totally comfortable
Absolutely
being destroyed in the Super Bowl. So he's going to do a reenactment or do something even more. So the team is hungry. They don't like the way it went down the first time they was able to show themselves. They did decent, but not good enough. He's going to be that missing piece. And yes, I think this was a common situation, a lucky scare. $57,222 is like a brush off his finger, but nobody want to give away money. That wasn't worth spit.
Right.
$57,222 wasn't worth spitting on nobody.
Right.
You can keep that in your pocket. You can give it to me, bananas. But anyway, I just wish that it go a little bit. He stay clean, stay without penalties and everything. From that standpoint, I got the Birds winning 35-21.
There we go. Go Eagles, baby. Go Eagles all day, every day. We got this in the bag. I'm not even worrying about it. But hey, we ain't the only Birds playing this weekend. As you already know, got to give props to Pops and his team. They got one coming up this weekend. Looks like we got the Ravens. We got the Browns. Oh, here we go. Oh, man, you got to bring the chain out. Yeah, all right. But no, this is going to be a big game. You got the Browns. Like I said, the the Ravens suffered that loss that clearly the Ravens should have never lost to the Bills. They need this victory. They need to kind of, reset, reset the season, kind of get back into a winning column, get that confidence back, and just start dominating. I think they do that with the Browns. I mean, clearly the Browns don't stand a chance. They pretty much rank almost last place in everything as far as you name a category. Don't get me wrong, the Browns defense is not, something you don't want to sleep on, right? As we can see in this image, you see Garrett. He's a big boy. He don't play.
We want none of that.
Yeah.
We want none of that.
Right. But just to provide some context, right? So Baltimore has dominated much of this match, especially when it comes to home. But as far as injury returns and updates, Brown running back Quinshawn Junkins is back in practice. So he may be getting in to help with the running game. Defensive tackle Nnamdi Madakabuk, excuse me if I'm saying his name wrong, but returned after missing practice earlier. So basically have a more stronger defensive effort and more of a depth on your defense, which you guys are going to need, especially since how you guys tired out in the fourth quarter versus the Bills. The biggest thing I think is going to be the biggest difference is that y'all going to be able to run the ball. No one's going to be able to stop big old King Henry. And I think that's going to be the biggest difference. And Lamar's going to probably put another 350 yards passing. I think it's going to be all-out dominate. I really got y'all blowing them out. I see this game being like 42-14 Ravens.
However the game going to go, let's go Ravens. None of that last time stuff. None of that defensive play with the corners. Listen, I got a little something right here. I got
Finish
something.
The game.
Alexander, you got one more game, or we going to let you go like the Packers let you go. No more games with this looking like you in the blender. Shut them down, lock them down. Wiggins, please. Let's shut your corner down. You ain't got to grab nobody. You got 4.2 speed. Get out your hips and get to protecting the corners. Let's go, man. And Smith, please hold down that middle real tight. Come on, lock down. Let's be the linebacker, middle linebacker you are in this game. Please, Lamar, do what you do, Lamar. Do it even better. Henry, let's hold on to the football. You go into the pack, let's put two hands over the ball. I don't care how strong you are. Cover up that pigskin. Please, let's go. The only thing we got to do is keep on putting a hat on that man number 95 because he come around that corner. He doing some things. We got to play attack him. We're not running from nobody. We're going to attack him so he could be less dangerous to us. We're going to win this. We're going to win this big. We're going to show who we are, and we're going to do what we need to do. But I'm saying once again, all the NFL is for is not for long if you can't do your job.
Absolutely.
You can't do your job. We don't need you on this team. We're trying to get a ring. Not just for Lamar, for the city, for the culture of the Ravens. We're trying to get a ring. Go Ravens.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Hold on, son. Hold on, son.
They're
gonna get their butt whipped anyway. They're gonna get their butt whipped anyway. Bananas, because they ain't starting Shador. I threw in the Shador plug.
What's the score? What's the score you said? What you got?
I said 35 to.
It should be a blowout.
I believe 35-12.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a huge blowout. Different things like that. But I think it's going to be a dominant. Y'all need this win. I mean, y'all definitely need this win.
Because they don't have no kicker. So I said 12 because the kicker been missing extra points. I'm gonna just say they might score 2 touchdowns and not get the extra points. That's why I threw 12. Throwing a little shade.
No, I got you. So we do have
more that sympathy for the kicker, not me.
Right. We now I would say there's a lot of games that's going on. Not unless you're a fan of the team, not too many huge games in week 2, but we do have to mention this game here. Couldn't go without this big divisional game, and that is going to be the Lions and the Bears coming up. Now, this is big because both teams are looking to avoid 0-2 start. Lions came in expectations at the regular season success, right? So basically, all I heard is that the Bears had a stronger line. They picked up some dudes from other teams. They look better, stronger, more equipped to have a really successful season and a chance to make it to the playoffs. But so far, they still got that loss, right? They do have injury updates. So Jalen Johnson, cornerback, and wide receiver DJ Moore, they basically are going to be playing. They've been limited in practice, but they should be participating and playing in this game. So from an injury perspective, Bears should be pretty healthy. Other than that, the other biggest thing that has been an issue has been like Detroit's offense. You know, it's been like a roller coaster, man. They're supposed to be the team. I remember just watching Gibbs and watching, you watch Detroit. It's like, they going to put up 42, 35. Like, it was like watching the old Miami Hurricanes, how Detroit can bring it on you. And that's what we're looking for. We didn't really see that last week, but we're hoping that, they correct a lot of issues and they could bring things to form. I really think because these teams know each other, it's going to be a close game. I'm expecting something like probably, I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game. It's probably going to be another 14-17 game. I'm probably going to just go ahead and just think that Detroit, the way how their coach is and the way how he pushes his players, I think they're going to get the victory. I got Detroit winning 17-14. I just don't know if the Bears is going to do anything this season. So far, I haven't seen them changing anything from last year. What's your view on it?
I'm gonna give you a chime in, but let me just give you an update. The Green Bay Packers 7-0 with the Washington Commanders. There's a 2-minute warning and on the first quarter. So that's just a score update on that game that's playing tonight. With the Detroit Lions, what happened was I think the great head coach that they do have, he made a blunder where he let the backup OC, the assistant offensive coordinator, go to the Jets because he didn't give him the job. He gave somebody else the job. So they learned in a new offense, and that person went to the Jets. Just to throw that in there, how good the Jets offense looked from the beginning, even though they lost. That's the cause of that. You didn't replace when Johnson left to take over the Bears. He was the next man up. The head coach went and got somebody else. So that might be their demise. I'm gonna go with the Bears. The only thing I say Williams need to stop doing,
Right.
running around for no reason. You're running around. You got good receivers, good running backs. Stop overplaying it. This ain't Hollywood. Stop overdoing it and just be a quarterback. Be a natural pocket passer. Run when you have to run. Don't run just to put on the show because that won't save you too long. You got a couple of years with that BS. Just be the quarterback that you are. Be the man that you are with the passing game and setting up the run. You got to have both. And then in Chicago need to play on all three phases. But running back Gibbs for Detroit,
Right.
he had the lowest yards in his career because they set up bull crap offensive calls that gave that man nothing past 8 yards. He caught nothing. He totaled out, I think, 36 yards for the game. That's unheard of for a talent like him. He's a rare talent, and that's unheard of. I know they're gonna fix that problem, but let's hope both teams play a little bit better and look like NFL teams instead of lower tier college teams. And I
Yeah.
say to Caleb Williams, please just be the quarterback. The man called the plays. He called most of them for you to throw it, not run around. Johnson is not calling you to run around nowhere because he had Goff. Goff is not a running quarterback. Do your job in the pocket. You make it better for your team. I'm gonna go against you on this one. I'm gonna take the Bears in a close game, 28-24. I'm gonna take the Bears.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. It's a divisional matchup, so you just really never know how it's really going to go. But I think it's going to be definitely interesting, to say the least. So we'll definitely tune into that game. I'm looking forward. It's going to be a lot of football this weekend, baby. I'm looking forward to it. Now, We're going to go ahead and switch things from the NFL over to college football. You already know, anytime we talk about college football, we always got to start it off with our man Prime Time in Colorado, as always.
God bless you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you already know, man, Colorado goes into Houston and play Houston University.
Yes, yes,
Houston is what?
yes.
What? Houston is 2-0. They have had a strong start. As you know, Colorado got that one loss, a close loss to Georgia Tech, but they did beat Delaware last week, and they got what they call him Martin Luther Staub, their quarterback, third stringer. So this is actually a conference game. This is a Big 12 opener for both teams. Right now, they're both trying to solidify their identity, right? Houston usually struggles with getting offense going early. As you already know, Colorado's issue is they're trying to establish the run. They've been doing a much better job this year, but they just have a huge commitment issue, man. They need to commit to the run. They need to have a more balanced offense. Ryan Staub really showed you what he can do throwing the ball, taking command of the offense. But once again, no offense to Delaware, that was Delaware, right? Now can you do that against a team like Houston, much better roster, probably going to bring a lot more pressure than you've seen last week. I'm hoping that they pull it off. I mean, at the end of the day, the team here, what they hear in the news, they understand. They see social media, how they talk smack about Colorado, how they can't really do anything this year, without Shador and Travis Hunter. So hopefully they go down there in Houston and do their thing, right? I think Ryan, I believe, was named a starter. I know that probably is going to make Salter feel a little way, but at the same time, hey, this is your moment, right? Show Dion, show Coach Prime what you can do. And if you can go out there and put up 300-400 yards looking like Shador from last season, it's a wrap. Salter may as well ask for another transfer. You know what I mean? So hopefully we can pull it out, man. I got Colorado hopefully winning this game 35-28. Colorado. What you got?
Well, I see it like this. If you're the head coach of any team, you're supposed to pick who could do the job the best at any given time.
Right.
If this pick didn't come easy, this pick didn't come without some thought, some character look
Right.
ats, and all that stuff. Coach Prime made sure he respected each quarterback and went, this is about the team. This ain't about because you got the most likes or you the most popular. He went
Right.
to win in Colorado. He got to represent winning. He ain't got
Right.
to represent favoritism. It's too much of that in sports as it is. He got to represent, can you do the job? Let him do the job then.
Right.
Let him do the job. If he show promise and whatever he do, it's game to game. If you got to play that way all year to get victories, you do what you got to
You
do
got to do.
in Colorado to win. Houston is not nothing to play with. They
Right.
2-0, happy, they strong, they confident. We got to shut that down. We lost by 7 last time, 27-20. Then we won by 31-7, I believe. And this time we got to take it to them. We got to play on all three phases.
Right.
Guys got to stop acting like they know how to play their position and play their position. What is needed for them to do it, Coach Prime see it through. They need to be monsters on all three phases, and I got them 31-22.
All right. Yep. I could see that. I could definitely see that. And hopefully they handle business. And we kind of go from there. That's all we can ask for at the end of the day. And Coach Prime, we're rooting for you guys as always, baby. Let's see what happens in Houston. And I believe that game is tomorrow night. So I'm definitely going to try to catch that for sure. There is,
Sure.
yeah, absolutely. Now, there's some big games this weekend. One of the ones I would definitely want to talk about. Look, man, shout out to this team, University of South Florida, man. They have been just dominating the headlines as the Cinderella story, as the team that no one expected to do anything this season. But, man, they are coming through. I believe right now, due to the 2 ranked games they won, I believe they're ranked 18 this week, playing number 5 Miami. Right now, Once
Sexton.
again, the big storyline is USF is the underdog, right? Which is not surprising, right? They're underdog, but hey, they've been winning. If they keep rolling, like this could be a moment for them. They get this victory, they'll definitely jump up in the rankings and just move more closer and closer to the opportunity to make it to the tournament. You just never know, man. This could be a real Cinderella story. So honestly, just take heart. But I'm gonna tell you, I don't see it. Carson Beck has found, it looks like he found his team. He left Georgia, on a bad note. There was a lot of blame, pointing the fingers at him. Why didn't he win the championship? Why didn't he make it, etc. He's found new life in Miami, man. He looks good. He looks comfortable. He looks like a great potential NFL prospect. And they're going to be home as well in that huge, amazing arena or amazing stadium, Hard Rock Cafe. I got Miami blowing them out. I don't. You know what? To give USF credit, I don't think it's going to be a huge blowout. It's probably going to be about anywhere, probably a 7 to 10 point game. I'm going to actually have this at, I'll say about, man, it's tough. I'll probably say this is going to be like 31-20. Just to be honest, I'll say 20 to 30 Miami. But I would say this. I would not be surprised if somehow USF get a victory. Because like I said, Boise State, I saw it. But what they did last week, got to give them credit. They're dominating. So let's see. Well, what you think?
Well, I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna give South Florida more of a chance. I'm gonna give them more of a chance because the hype is around the U. You got some of the veterans from old school, Ray Lewis and all of them coming down to the school and supporting them on this state battle here. South Florida against the U, Miami, and it's gonna be a big game, but I'm going with the dark horse. I'm going with South Florida on this one because of the tempo they're playing with. They're playing with all three phases. They know they got a battle to fight, and these guys' heart is really wanting to fight this. And because they showed in the last two games, they 2-0, and they don't mind competing against any big school. Some of them guys on that team tried to go to Florida State, the U, probably got turned down and ended up in South Florida. So they
Right.
got something to prove on the big stage. So I'm gonna say the game is gonna be. I give it 34 to 32. That's what I'm going with.
Ooh, okay.
I got
34-32.
South Florida sleeper.
All right, all right. Anything is possible. I'm not gonna put it past it. You never know. That's gonna be a big one. We'll definitely see. I'm looking forward to that game as well. We got another big matchup. It's gonna be Saturday. I think Saturday afternoon, man. You got number 6 Georgia versus number 15
Great game
Tennessee.
coming up.
That's
Great
going to
game
be a
coming up.
great game, man. That's going to be a great game. Right now, Georgia currently holds an unbeaten record, a strong defensive showings. Basically through the offense, somewhat they've been inconsistent. Tennessee is under pressure to shake off the loser to Georgia narrative, right? So basically, no one's expected Tennessee to win this game. But at the end of the day, you just never know. Momentum. I think Georgia has been shown they could be beaten. And I think this is one of those situations where it could be upset to the Georgia fans. I would love it. This has been the upset year so far. No one's playing like they're supposed to play, right? Alabama's like, what the heck is going on with
You're
right?
spot on.
This and
You're
the
spot on.
NIL. Some people pointed to the NIL, which I think it has a large part to do with it. Some people just pointed to just a whole bunch of different things. I just love the balance of college football. It makes it starting to feel like more like the NFL, like it should be. I'm tired of these just dominating teams. So let's spread the wealth. Let's spread the love. So right now, I would just
Yeah.
say I'm gonna go for the upset. I'm gonna go Tennessee. Upset in Georgia, 35-32. A close one by 3. I got Tennessee getting this victory.
Well, I'm gonna go with the Georgia Bulldogs right out the gate because I believe they got something to prove. They got to start making a statement with big schools again because they look as suspect in the overall, but they winning, but they still look suspect. The way they used to dominate, they need to get that back. I know Georgia Bulldogs want that type of bravado back, that type of nobody could beat us, nobody could stop us. We got a tight D, we got great special teams, we got a great
Right.
offense.
Right.
They need to show that against Tennessee. Tennessee is a good team, and I always chime in. The quarterback that left them for a little bit of extra money, I don't believe he did the right thing. He got to check with the people around him. But Tennessee is not they just fit another quarterback in, and they looking real strong and good. So it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle, but I'm taking Georgia Bulldogs 35-28.
All right, I can't argue with that. And you know what? That's probably what's gonna happen. But I'm just pulling for the upset. I wanna. I'm tired of these big old school. I want the upset, baby. Go ahead and Tennessee, y'all do y'all thing, man. Show them y'all mean business. That's what we're looking for. But man, we got more games. We got another one that we need to talk to you guys about. Man, this is gonna be another big one. Let me go ahead and pull it up here. We got Texas A&M versus Notre Dame. You got 16 ranked 16 Texas A&M versus number 8 Notre Dame. This is going to be a big game. I believe this is going to be a Saturday night game. Texas A&M is looking to prove its road credentials, right? They haven't beaten any ranked non-conference opponent on the road in a long time, right? Notre Dame is coming off a close loss, and we want a strong performance, right? They want to establish themselves. And like I said, I still got Notre Dame. It's one of my predictions early on. I still got them going to I think they could pull it off and make it back to the playoffs. I don't think they're going to win the championship, but I still got them making it back to the playoffs. I still think Notre Dame is the better team. I think, look, they had a close loss, but to me, they just need a little bit more things to go in their favor to get that victory. But I think they will pull it out. They will beat Texas A&M. I actually don't have it really close, and to be honest. I'm actually going to say right now, this game is probably going to be like a 28-17. 28-17. I got Notre Dame winning. I think they just got it, man. They got a great coach. I'm rooting for their coach. I'm rooting for the team. I'm rooting for love of all the players on the team. And I think they're gonna get it done.
I feel the same way, son. You were spot on with the whole thing. I don't really have nothing for Texas A&M. I know they play hard. Their quarterback is great, and they do what they need to do on all three phases. They are a very good, well-coached team,
Right.
but the Irish is much better, well-coached all around on all
Right.
three phases. And they number one man for the Irish. He don't get enough pub, but it's Love, number 4 running back for the Irish. He's dominating. He's moved. He's light on his feet. He's agile. He was limping last year, but he's fully healthy this year. And I believe the score is going to be 34 to 14. 34 to
Woo.
14,
Yeah.
Irish, Notre Dame.
Yep, absolutely. I'm right there with you. I think it's gonna be. I think they got this in the bag, and they need this rank win as well, just to keep them in the playoff run. So,
And, and
yeah,
something, it would be an upset if they lose to
yeah,
Texas A&M.
and not only that,
It would be,
it will crush their chances to probably making it to the playoffs as well. So they
and
cannot
that'd be
afford
a
to lose.
shame.
Right.
Yeah, that'd
They
be a shame.
they can't afford to do that. I'm not worrying about the coach security. I mean, obviously he made it to the championship last year, so I think he's pretty secure. But at the end of the day, you want to see him get that victory.
Yeah,
Uh,
you want victories. You want good
right.
victories.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, we got our last segment for the day. Because we need to go ahead and start watching that game tonight. Man, oh man, we talked about this a few weeks ago, but we're gonna go ahead and bring it up again. Um, Man, oh man, I'm looking forward to it. Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and pull this up here. Yeah, here we go. Hey, y'all. big matchup, big matchup this weekend. Saturday night, we got Canelo versus Crawford out there in Las
Yeah.
Vegas at the Allegiant Arena or Stadium in Las Vegas. This is going to be a big matchup. Um, Man, oh man, I'm gonna tell you like this. These are one of those matchups where you're like, yo, you only get a
Can't.
fight like this. You can't miss it. You only get a fight like this. What they say? Once in a decade, right? Once in a decade type of fight. So just to provide some context, right? So you have Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Bud Crawford will square off, like I said, Saturday at the Legion Stadium in Las Vegas for the undisputed super middleweight title. Canelo enters the fight with a record of 63-2-2 with 39 KOs with all four major belts. Crawford is undefeated, 41-0. He never tasted defeat. 31 KOs and attempted to become the undisputed in a third weight class. Just additional information about the fight.
Unheard of.
Right, unheard of. Crawford is stepping up two weight classes for his match. This is something that has not been easy historically, right? A lot of guys have gone up or gone down, have had a disadvantage fighting the guy that's normally used to being in that weight class. I mean, that's just facts. But he has bulked up. But Canelo and many analysts believe that his experience and exposure will give him a better edge in this fight. There is a lot of buzz and drama because Canelo did take time off from training to be with his family. He had to be there during his daughter's birth. Crawford has had rumors of a shoulder injury, but he insists that he's in top form. The fight will be streamed live on Netflix. There will be several undercard fights and different things like that. But, man, I'm telling you, the biggest thing is legacy. This fight for both of them is about legacy. That's all it's about. It ain't about the purse. It ain't about the money. At the end of the day, it's about legacy. And to me, I love it. This is one of those fights you don't miss. Canelo's a great fighter, so you never know. But I'm going for Crawford, man. He's laser focused. He wants to keep the undefeated record. He wants this, man. He's doing this for his family. He's doing it for himself. He's constantly kept himself in shape. He knows the sport of boxing. He knows how to box. That's one of the things I love about his game. He's a true boxer. He's a true artist. I'm not going to say he's Floyd Mayweather when it comes to defense, but I would say he's Floyd Mayweather-esque with his blocking capability, his offense ability. He can do a little bit of both. So I got Crawford in a decision win, but I think it's going to be really, really close. What you got, Dad?
Well, I got the brothers from the hood. He don't live in the hood now, but the brothers from the hood. He been fighting since he was 5 years old. 5 years old for free. Now he get paid for fighting. The man is undefeated. The man gonna handle business. He stepped up into that class. When you fight all your life, that's all you know. That's why nobody was able to defeat him. The man that he fighting against Canelo, he lost a couple of fights. He had a lot of fights. He lost two of them. So he's beatable. He's beatable, people. I'm taking Crawford because the man been fighting all his life. And the man know what he got to fight up against. You
Absolutely.
understand? When you know your
Absolutely.
opponent, most people like that don't take these fights. He's a star. He will be a legend. He will be everything that boxing's supposed to be. You're
Right.
supposed to fight name on name. You're not supposed to run and fight no names. This is where boxing is losing they taste. This is a 10. Boxing put together a 10 and a 5. Ain't nobody want to pay no money for that. But you want to pay money for this. But it's on Netflix. If you ain't got Netflix, you better sign up. But anyway,
Absolutely.
Crawford gonna handle his business. I got him winning in the eighth round. In the eighth round with a technical knockout. That's how far I'm going with the
Ooh,
confidence
okay.
on that. He better be careful because Canelo could take a punch on the chin. He's strong, got a strong head, strong chin. So he got to be careful what he delivers because Canelo want to hit that chin and want to give him strong puncher now. but he got to be careful. The man sucker him in. He can't fall for that. He gotta understand. I ain't got to tell that man nothing. I'm just telling y'all. He just got to watch out. The man is gonna do what he got to do. He been doing it for
Absolutely.
free. Now he getting paid for it. Y'all gonna watch a great fight. I got him in the eighth round.
I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. I think it's going to be an amazing fight. Please, y'all, do not miss it. I'm going to be supporting our lovely friends who's going to be getting married this weekend. Looking forward to it. But trust me and believe, once we finish turning up and all of that, I'm going right back to the crib to turn that fight on. So hopefully I don't miss the fight. But our people are coming together as one comes first. But I'm gonna try not to miss that fight. But definitely
Hey
next week.
son, you should have invited them. Had the marriage at the Birdhouse.
Right, exactly. But definitely looking forward to it. But as always, we appreciate you guys always showing us love. Please make sure you like, subscribe, give us your thoughts on the show. As always, we're
Yeah.
gonna keep bringing it to y'all. We know soon as I think on Monday, we're gonna come with another episode, baby. We're gonna come and talk about what happened over the weekend. We're gonna keep bringing it to y'all. We, like I said, 1 to 2 episodes, 3 episodes a week. We're gonna bring out all the material. So appreciate the love as always. As always.
And son, to your friends, God bless their new union and let them continue on for life together. And God bless their holy union. God bless them.
Absolutely. 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 As always, y'all, appreciate the love. Peace.